My dear students, in this video session, we will be discussing about polymers. So what you should know regarding the polymers. First of all, just know that polymers are made out of monomers. And polymers, they are complex organic molecules, and monomers, they are just simpler organic building blocks of the polymers. And just know these types of the polymers, polystyrene, nylon, polyester, polyethylene, bakelite, PVC. Also know the difference between natural polymers and synthetic polymers. For example, silk, wool, cotton, they are natural ones, and synthetic polymers are the other ones. Please remember those. So how do we prepare the polymers? So basically, we bring monomers together and we create polymerization. We create polymers. We have two types of polymerization. One of them is addition polymerization. The one you see in here, it's addition polymerization because you are adding things together and you are producing only one polymer. This is called addition polymerization. And one thing, please know that we cannot polymerize saturated hydrocarbon because it's already saturated. We cannot add anything to that, but we can polymerize unsaturated alkenes. We have an example in here, addition polymerization. For example, we have this ethylene, and we have propene, and we have vinyl chloride polymerization. Let me explain an easier step of how we should do the polymerization. So in step number one, let's see that we were given this example, CH2H2. How do we polymerize it? So let me write step number. One. In the first step, always and always, without an exception, put two carbons in the middle and draw an arrow, and it should be the double bonded carbons that are in the middle. Whatever we have around this, we have to write either on top or on bottom. So always I suggest you to create a full structural formula, H, 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 H. So how we can make sure that there is nothing on the left side and on the right side? We have to just shift these hydrogens to the top, so left and right side of the carbons are freer. So this is step number two. For step number two, what we should do, because we are adding monomers together, yes? So we are creating a polymers. So once we add something to the unsaturated, it has to be saturated. So we are breaking this double bond, which we get single bond. By the way, if you take a look at carbon bonds, it's 3 in here, it's 3 in here, but it should be 4. So draw an arrow that passes the parentheses. And there is one more step to write. Please don't forget to write. Writing an N. N means number. And this is, what's the name of this molecule? Ethylene. Ethylene. What will be the name of this molecule? Of course, it will be polyethylene. So nothing else. We just need to add poly in the to the in the prefix in the left side of the name. So let's do another example. Let me see if you can guess that. Please stop the video and try to do it yourself. I'm gonna write this example: carbon, carbon, carbon. So this is CH2, this is CH, this is CH3. What is the first thing? Always open the write the full structural formula: carbon, H, and carbon, H, H, H. Did you write the structural formula? Then what's the step number one? You have to put carbon, carbon, double bond in the middle and draw an parenthesis. So make sure to these parentheses are closer to the double bond, so you know that you cannot add any carbons, etc. to so to the left carbon we have two hydrogens, yes. So write one on top, write one on bottom. So we are just freeing up on the left and on the right side. What's the next carbon? We have one hydrogen combined to that, and another is this. So we write carbon. I'm just gonna mention it CH3. I'm just gonna condense it. What's the next step? We have to break the double bond. So single goes in here and N. So this is a propylene molecule. The name of it will be polypropylene. That's it. Hopefully, you got the idea. For example, it says chlorethene. What is chlorethene? Ethene is carbon-carbon double bond, and we have a chloro group. So let's add chlorine here. First of all, let's write this is CHCl and this is CH2. Open the structure. H, H, fluor, C, H, H. Remember the steps. First of all, put the double bonds in the middle. Remember for polymers, always in the middle we should have two carbons. Draw the parentheses. And to the first carbon atom, we have H and chlorine is attached. Let's add H, let's add chlorine. To the second one, let's add H and H. You see, this one and this one. It can be it can be, for example, carbon carbon. What you should do, it should be carbon carbon. Whatever we have to write it. So what's the next step? We have to erase this double bond, so because we are polymerizing it, and we have to put N. So it was chlorethene. We made polychloroethene from here. Let's see this question. And which monomer? So this is a polymer. Yes, we see so many of them are together, bonding together. So it means that it's a polymer and it has a monomer. What can be the monomer? You have to see what is repeating. Is this repeating? No, because we have something different in here. What about this? Let's take a look at these. Are they all same things, repeating the same things? So let's copy one of the repeating unit, monomer, in here. C2H5 carbon, carbon, H, H, and let's put H in here. So we previously we changed it from monomer to polymer. Yes, now we have to change from polymer to monomer. It's quite easier. First of all, we have to erase these bonds, the parentheses. We have to erase this N, and we have to erase this the bonds that's going out from this carbon. Right now, this carbon has 1, 2, 3 bonds attached to that, so it should be 4. What about this one? 1, 2, 3, it should be 4. So we are creating a double bond again. So it's the opposite of the previous one. So let's write it in an planar way. So C2H5, then comes CH, then double bond CH2. So what's the name of this product? I just put C2H5 in here. I bring H in here. I made a condensed formula. We should start numbering from here, yes, because double bond is closer to. So we have two carbons in here, so 3 and 4. So this is butene, but this one is butene 1. Butene 1. Hopefully you got the idea, or put 1 in. Let's discuss about another one. So again, you have to first of all choose the which one is the repeating unit. So let's see, HCl and HCl. You see, what about these two? HCl. No, it's not repeating because we have other things. What about this one? HCl. Okay, what about let's take a look at this one. H. So it cannot be because we have something different. So repeating unit is this one because we have the same things again and again and again, etc. HCl. HCl. You see, these are repeating. So what we should do now, we have to just bring in here, erase the single bonds. So let me write Cl, let's write H, let's write H, let's write H. I just erase this N. I erase this and I have to put a double bond in here. So this is gonna be CHCl and CH2. Let's see, yes, CH2, CHCl. So the correct answer would be B. For this question, if we have an question like that, what do we do? Always parentheses and carbon-carbon double bond in the middle. So to this carbon-carbon double bond, let's start with this carbon. We have hydrogen attached, so let me add this hydrogen here. And we have CH3 attached, let me add CH3 in here. Okay, what about another carbon? Again, H is attached, so let's add H, and CH3 is attached, let's add CH3. By the way, it doesn't matter if you put H here, CH3 here, or the opposite. So what's the next step? Erase the double bond and add arrows and put N. So what will be the correct answer? I believe the correct answer would be B. You see, always remember, in the polymers, always carbon-carbon is 2. So we cannot have this kind of writing this kind of polymer. Also 4, so there should be 2 and 2 carbons in the middle. And this is the last question. So this is quite easy. Always remember this formula. M is equal to M times N. So M is, let's say that we have an AN. Imagine this is a polymer. How do we know this is a polymer? Because we have N and we have A in here. Imagine mass of one A is 5 gram, just for example. And imagine we have N represents the number, degree of polymerization. Imagine N is 10. So what do we mean? What do we mean? We have small m shows the monomer mass 5. What's our n? Imagine we have 10 of A, and if each of them is 5 gram, 10 of them will be 50 gram. Okay, let's take a look at these questions. It says degree of polymerization is 3000 and it is ethylene. So ethylene is C2H4. What is the mass of C2H4? We have 2 carbon and 4 hydrogens. We can easily find using this. So 2 times 12 plus 4 times 1, 28. And we know that this is, let me write C2H4, and what our degree of polymerization is 3000. So imagine we have the mass of ethylene is 28 and we have 3000 of them. Just what we should do, we have to apply 3000 with 28 so we can find capital M. Okay, the same rule applies for the next question. Wish you good luck. Thank you.